Hi there, Shannon. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you decide to choose, sit, stay, watch a video, and hopefully subscribe. Today we're going to do a quick Let's Chat video, and today we're going to talk about mental wellness because, well, I'm struggling. And it turns out that I was chatting with a friend yesterday, and she's struggling too. And if you don't know my history, my background, I am somebody who has been living with a chronic condition, psoriatic arthritis, since I was 22. So a long, long time, well over 20 years, I've been managing this condition. On top of that, I have a traumatic past, and I am currently parenting a adopted son who is 17 and who has a crap ton of special needs. Right now, if I'm completely honest, the most troubling thing to me is the odor. He has a metabolic condition. His body can't metabolize or process amino acids. So when we feed him, he produces a very strong, horrible odor that comes out of every pore of his body, his breath, his sweat, urine, feces, and the smell, it has made me vomit from more than one time. Okay, I can't dwell on that. That's not what this video is about. But right now, that's what's really, there's no getting away from it. My house smells like it. And believe you me, I've tried it all over the years. I'm trying some new things now, so, fingers crossed. But I was talking to my friend yesterday, and I caught myself giving her some advice that I'm trying to implement right now in my own life, and some of it has really been helpful. I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. I don't expect any one solution or answer to fix everything, and I apologize. I'm getting all these emails about work that's popping up, but right now you're my focus. So there have been some things that I've been trying that are helping, and I pass that advice on to her, and I hope that she benefits from it, and I wanted to share that advice with you here today. Now, first of all, quick disclaimer, I am not a mental health professional at all. I'm just simply somebody who struggled. I am somebody who has found help out of necessity because I have seen countless therapists, countless counselors. I've talked to my MD about it. And, sometimes the solutions that those professionals might share don't always work for everybody. And that's why it is important to keep searching, keep looking for help, because there is help, and it just comes in many different forms. And so I'm hoping to share some of those forms and potential solutions or help with you here today. So the first thing that I find the most helpful is to remember that things were better before and they will be better again. That where you are right now and how you feel does not mean this is how you're going to feel or be where you are forever. It's just your now. It's the waiting room, and waiting can suck. Waiting can be painful. But just remembering that though you're suffering right now or struggling right now doesn't mean that you're going to be suffering and struggling forever. Next, this is something that I'm working really hard on right now. In fact, I made a printable and put it in a frame I got at the thrift store and put it on my wall. The best is yet to come. Oh my goodness. When you are struggling, you have to have something to cling to in order to drag yourself out of the muck that is holding you down. Sometimes that's depression. Sometimes that's anxiety. Other times it could be really a problem that you're dealing with or something that you're having to manage that you just simply don't want to manage. But try to live each day knowing, feeling, believing that the best is yet to come, that there's something to look forward to. Next, goals are great, and looking forward to the future is important and fine, but what do you do now? What do you do when you're stuck in the muck, when you're depressed, when you're struggling, when you're tired of feeling the way that you feel? You find the little things that you can do to make immediate change, immediate improvement. I started thinking about it as sacred selfishness because you know what? We are a resource. We are our own most valuable resource. We have value, we have worth just through our existence alone. And we have a responsibility to take care of ourselves. And I used to perceive self-care as selfish because I had a very disabled little boy that I had to take care of. And unfortunately, I learned the hard way that I had to take care of myself in order to be able to take care of him. And yeah, that's a very duh thing. But when you're in the heat of the moment trying to care for a child who can't do a darn thing for himself, it's very easy to let that truth go. And so when you start to feel yourself, the mood is starting to slip, you're getting very negative, for me, I get short, I get impatient. That's the time to stop and take immediate action, no matter how small. For me, I'm not proud of this. I have been known to go stand in the bathroom under the heat lamp sometimes. I also have a condition called Raynaud's syndrome, or Raynaud's phenomenon, or Raynaud's disease it's called. It's where you react in a very extreme way to temperature, to cold. I also react that way when I'm under stress. My hands will start to turn blue and purple and sometimes really, really dark gray, which is really scary. And so I will go hide out in the bathroom with the door shut and stand there underneath the heat lamp, looking at it with my eyes closed as if it is the bright sunshine beating down on my face. Because let's face it, I live in the Pacific Northwest, where we are usually doused in a dark, gray, cold cloud cover. So, like I've said before, I've got fake plants, fake sunlight all around in my little closet here. And yeah, it's fake, but the happiness is real because it really does make me feel better. So grab something that smells wonderful to you, use it to take a deep breath, wrap yourself in a warm blanket or a soft sweater, grab your favorite drink. Just do anything you can to make yourself feel better immediately, because sometimes that can be just enough of a push to help you get going and take action to making real long-term sustainable change that's going to pay off long-term. Just make sure that whatever you do, that it's not a maladaptive choice. In other words, don't choose to do something in the moment because it feels good, but it might actually be harmful to you in the long run. Watch out for that. Next, I like to think of, this is an homage to what I used to call this channel, hope, cope, and nope. I think of those three things when I'm struggling. You have to have hope. Going back to one of the first things I said, have hopeful anticipation for the future. If you can't think of something to look forward to, that's a problem. You need to create something in order to look forward to it. And it can be something as stupid as reading a book every night for 10 minutes. I do that. I read every night, actually 15 minutes. I set a timer. No matter how crappy my day is, no matter how busy I am, I know at the end of the day, I'm going to have 15 minutes where I can curl up and read my darn book. And I love it. So if you can't find anything to hope for or look forward to, create it. Do it. Next, cope. Again, getting back to helping yourself immediately in the moment where you are now. Coping is not a negative thing. Coping means you are continuing to move forward. Coping isn't bad. Stopping is bad. So find ways to help yourself cope. Get creative. Doesn't matter how little they are, because those little things, they build up to make greater change. And sometimes just the littlest thing can be just enough to keep us going and to make things better. And next, nope. If you are at capacity, if you are just burdened and struggling and down in the dumps, check your boundaries. Boundaries are important. They are not negative things. They help us to manage our resources, our time, our energy, our emotional energy. So make sure that not only do you have clear boundaries, but they are being managed and enforced and respected. Because if they're not, that's probably part of the problem. And I know for me personally, yes, my son is disabled, but he's still capable in a lot of different ways, at a lot of different things. So right now I'm looking at things, what can I take off my plate and have him start doing for himself? One, so that I have more appropriate boundaries to maintain my mental health and my physical health. And two, to help him become more independent. So take a long, hard look at your boundaries. There are certain things that, nope, you're not going to tolerate it. Nope, you can't do it. Nope, you don't have capacity. Figure out what your non-negotiables are and then communicate those. Clear as kind, right? And when we're clear and kind about our boundaries, we're going to help protect ourselves as well. So I hope this quick Let's Chat video has helped you and will help support you in your journey towards better mental wellness. If you've liked this video, please give it a quick thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed here, I want to invite you to join our community. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.